Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? So, I was at Target, and you know when your story begins with, so I was at Target, you're gonna talk about the Target black hole where you go for one thing and you end up spending a lot more money on stuff you probably didn't need. But oh, I'm good at justifying every Target purchase. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a review on the Hakuhodo and Sephora collaboration brush set. Beautiful brushes, but between $30 and $40 a pop. I think the set was a lot more affordable than if you bought them individually, but I mean, the brushes on their own are about $30 to $40 each. So when I was at Target, obviously, it's my duty and obligation to walk through the beauty aisles. I saw these. And I don't know if you guys are fans of Sonia Kashuk at all, or Sonia Kashuk brushes in particular, which I am. But when I saw the handles on these brushes, I was like, I don't care if you feel like scratchy sandpaper on my skin. I think I need these brushes in my life. And obviously, I thought it through. I was like,
you know, I just did that review on those really expensive brushes, and I haven't been including too many drugstore products in my videos, so maybe because it's a limited edition set and it's a drugstore kit.
Long story short, I justified the purchase of $70 brushes, and I got them for you guys. So basically what I'm trying to say is it's your fault. Anyway, so what I decided to do was try out these brushes. Ow, my hair is tangled really bad. So what I decided to do was try out these brushes for you guys and do a little review for you in case you guys are interested in getting these holiday kits for someone, yourself, and share my thoughts. Now, I don't know if I just fell head over heels over the actual handle, and I'm trying to like them a little bit more than I do. They're not horrible, but I really wish that you could get them maybe individually, or they would have reconsidered some of these brushes. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through each kit, and I'll insert some close-ups and whatever of me using them, kind of like I did the other video where I'll show you the brush up close, and then I'll also show you me using it or trying to use it. We're not gonna go there. So the first set is actually the Starstruck 4-piece brush set. This is a 4-piece face set. One of them is goat hair, 3 of them are synthetic. So I'm gonna go through each of these brushes and give you guys my thoughts. So this kit with 4 pieces retails for $30. The very first brush is the one that is goat hair, and this is the large powder brush. I love this brush. I used it today to apply my powder. I used it to take off the powder when I was baking. I really like this brush, and when you see the other powder brush in the other kit, you're probably going to understand why I like this one more than the other one. So not only are the handles like amazing, incredibly adorable, they're acrylic handles, and they have gold star glitter suspended in the actual handle, and then the ferrule of the brush is black with gold stripes. So this is the goat hair powder brush. I like it, but if you guys are familiar with goat hair brushes, they are a little bit scratchy. Not scratchy where, you know, you want to jump out of the window because you're doing your makeup with scratchy brushes, but they are a little bit scratchy, and they do shed. For some reason, goat hair tends to be drier, which is probably why it's scratchy, and they also, the bristles themselves tend to crack and dry out a little bit, so you do have some shedding and some breakage of the actual bristles. The next brush in this set is the synthetic pointed foundation brush. This is supposed to be a foundation brush. It is synthetic, but I actually used it for my contour. I've noticed that my favorite brushes for contouring never have anything to do with contouring, but it is a synthetic brush, so it's not going to absorb your formula if in fact you decide to use it for foundation. It is tapered, as you can see, so it would be perfect for getting in the under eye area, around the nose, the chin, you know, smaller areas. I really liked it for contouring. It laid it good. I mean, 1 to 2 swipes and bam, it applied it. It did a really good job. I loved what it did with it. It laid it down sharp, but then it facilitated, it's easy to blend it out and not to have that really carved out line. The other brush in here is the angled multi-purpose brush, and I actually use this for blush. It is sloped, so you can see it has like the flat side on the top, and then it slopes down. I love stiffer brushes like this for blush, because when it comes to blush, I'm kind of an animal. Like, I'm the Tasmanian devil with blush. I love blush so much that if I take a fluffy brush, I will put on so much blush that with this one, I'm like, okay. It's almost like stroke motions, like strokes. So you could see where I applied the blush and I just kind of lightly stroked it onto my skin ever so delicately. No, I'm just kidding. And so I applied it on my skin, and you could see it put it exactly where it needs to go, and it did a beautiful job of applying it. So what I did is I kind of stroked on the blush, and then I smoothed it across. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's what I did. And then the last one in here, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this little guy. Isn't this weird? It's really short, it's really stiff. It's synthetic, it's like a cylindrical dome. And this is the Precision Contour Brush. If I use this for contour, I will look like I have 2 cuts on the side of my face, because I don't like really sharp contour. You know what I mean? So if you guys like that really, I'm guessing if you like that really sharp contour, like those like so sharp that you'll cut up, you know what I'm talking about? This might be good for that, but I don't know. Other than that, I don't see myself using this for anything, because it's so dense and so short at the same time that I don't know what I would use this for, honestly. Like, I'm trying to figure it out as I talk to you. And so again, that was the Starstruck 4-piece face kit, and it's $30. Now we're gonna move on to the Facet-nating 10-piece brush set. That's this one. And this one is just as beautiful, but the handles themselves are actually textured. So these brushes have like a textured handle. It almost feels like a pressed aluminum. They are golden black, just like the other set. And the brushes in this kit are, I don't know, really hit or miss. In the other kit, I fell in love with 3 of the 4. In this one, there are more misses than the previous set. So again, this is the Facet-nating kit. It has 10 brushes. The first one is the large powder or blush brush. Like, this is called the actual powder or blush brush. You could tell it's a lot bigger than the one in the other kit. The one in the first kit is a little bit more round. This one has sides to it, so it's flattened. So I could not see myself using this as blush, ever. So you can use it for powder, but you could tell it's very, very big, and it is a little scratchy. It's very loose. The bristles are very loose. So if you guys like those really fluffy, see, there's the hair. If you guys like those really fluffy, super fluffy, giant powder brushes, this is a good one. I personally prefer the one in the other set that's rounder, not flatter. The other brush in here, or the next brush, is the synthetic multi-purpose buffing brush. That's this brush right here, and I actually use this as a powder brush. It's quite dense, it's kind of stumpy, and it's firm. And I use this to apply powder to my lower jawline so that I could accentuate the contour without making it look sharp and dark. So when I want to look like I have really subtle contour, but I want it to show up, I'll take just my powder brush, kind of clean up the edges, and that's what I used it for. But I could use any brush for that, so I don't necessarily need this one. This one I really liked. This is, what is this one called? This is called the Small Powder Brush. I don't think this is a powder brush. I like it as a highlighting brush, which I guess it's a powder. A highlight is a powder, but I really loved it for highlight. I used it on the highlight that I'm wearing today, which, by the way, is a highlighting palette from Sleek that all of you guys need to pause this video and run off and order it. It's amazing. That palette is, I'm just getting all excited thinking about it. So I used this brush for that, and I really, really liked it. After that, we have the synthetic angled foundation brush. I don't use any paddle foundation brushes. I don't use any of them whatsoever. I've never been a fan. I don't use them. I don't think they do a very good job. They leave brush marks, but they are good for masks. I don't think I would dip such a beautiful brush though into a like mud mask. So that one's gonna be one that I don't use. Then the next one is a concealer brush, and it's also synthetic. For cream products, you want synthetic products. So this is the concealer brush. It was good to dip in a pot or pan and deposit, but it's not good for blending out. It does leave brush strokes. I didn't like that. It does leave brush strokes. The one from Hakuhodo, this concealer brush deposits and buffs out like a dream. It's absolutely amazing. It doesn't leave a single brush stroke at all. This one does. Exactly where you mark or deposit the product, it leaves a mark. Then we have the large eyeshadow brush, and this is just like a loose giant shader brush. I tried to use this as like my brow bone shadow brush, and it's not as precise because the tip is a little bit loose. And for my brow bone area, because I draw on my eyebrows so intense, I don't like to get any powder on top once they're done. And so this is a little bit loose for that, but it was actually really good for applying color to the crease, almost like diffusing it, just like a loose wash of color. It's really good for that. This next one. This one is the pointed blending brush. This is the Sigma E40. The OG Sigma E40, delicious, perfect, most amazing blending brush or transition shade brush of life. This is it. This is it. It's perfect. It's exactly like the Sigma E40, but the OG one, the one that they don't make on its own. Like you can get the Sigma E40 on its own, but it's not the same brush. You have to get it in the kit. The like $150 kit is the one that has the OG Sigma E40, but this kit has it. So, I mean, you can spend $40 on this kit to get a dupe for the Sigma E40, but it's the exact same brush. When I saw it, I was like, you're not, are you? You're not, are you? And it is. It totally is. I was so excited. Then this next brush, I don't even know what to do with this brush. I try to use it a multitude of ways. I try to use it to apply my brow bone eyeshadow. I try to use it to apply color to the lid. I tried to use it what it's meant to be used for, and this is the angled crease brush. And I just can't get a hang of it. It doesn't do it for me. It's a funny shape. You guys can see it's sloped. It's loose. I mean, you can see I tried to use it. I don't know. I just couldn't jive with it. And then the last two brushes in this kit are eyeliner brushes. You have like the flat top eyeliner brush and the pencil brush. The pencil brush is really cool. It actually reminds me of the one from EcoTools, which is my favorite pencil brush ever. It reminded me of the EcoTools one, so I really like that. And then the eyeliner brush. This one is synthetic. This one is not. The pencil brush is goat hair. The eyeliner brush is synthetic. So you can use this one for like your gel liners or your potted liners, so that's really good for that. And then your pencil brush. But it's kind of really hard to get a crappy flat top eyeliner brush or pencil brush. Honestly, it's really hard to mess that brush up. So these are good options. So again, this is the Fascinating 10-piece brush set. Of these 10 pieces, I was only really in love with 4 of them. I'm not saying the rest are bad, but really, really in love with where I actually enjoyed using them, I would say only 4. The brush that I used to highlight, and then these 2 eyeshadow brushes and the pencil brush were the ones that I was like, wow, this is incredible. So again, this set is the Fascinating one, and it's $40. And then the Starstruck Is that the name? Starstruck? Yeah, the Starstruck Face Kit with the 4 brushes is $30. I actually prefer this collection just because I think I'm going to reach for a powder, contour, and blush brush a lot more often. In fact, probably every time I do my makeup, I'm going to be using those brushes. I won't necessarily do my eyeshadow and all that stuff. So this is a pretty affordable set, and the brushes are really good quality. One of my favorite blush brushes is the SONIA KASHUK, what number is this? SONIA KASHUK 29. I have washed and dried this brush so many times, and it's the same. Nothing happens to it. It doesn't shed too bad. I mean, it sheds a little bit. There are some brushes that I can say never, I have hair all over my face. There are some brushes that I could say never shed. This one sheds normally, and I really love the handle of it as well. So definitely the quality of your brushes are really good, but they are a little bit sheddy. So I really hope that I gave you guys an additional 2 ideas for maybe a holiday gift set, or if you're looking for some drugstore brushes to try out, you may want to check out one of these collections from SONIA KASHUK. I'm going to try and link them in the description box below. SONIA KASHUK is only available at Target in case you guys have never heard of that brand before. So I'm going to link these in the description box below in case you want to see if maybe your local Target has them. Another thing to remember is that SONIA KASHUK is often on Cartwheel. That's that app for Target where you could save additional money. So sometimes they have SONIA KASHUK for 20% off or 10% off. And if you have your Target red card, you can get an additional 5% off. I'm totally sounding like an advocate for Target. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something,